How you guys doing today? My name is Adam Heydrich. I'm here in the fabulous coach's office where I coach football at. And I will show you real quick a picture ID. And you match it up with my face. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take a look at some addition. And we're going to use base 10 models to do it. So what we're going to do, if we look over here, we see 29 plus 18. All right? And traditionally, what we would do is you would just say, okay, 9 plus 8, 17, bring the 7 down, 1's on top, 2 plus 1 plus another 1 is 4. So you would get 47. And that would be the traditional way to do it. But today we're going to go over it using the base 10 model. Now, a lot of times, teachers, we can either use it on the board or we can actually use the base 10 model pieces if your school has them. They're pretty good resources to use if you can get your hands on them because manipulatives always work well, I think. So what we're going to do first is I have it drawn out. These right here are what we call longs. And then these little squares right here are what we call units. Now, for this particular problem, in each long, it represents 10. And then each unit represents 1. So again, the longs equal 10, and the units equal 1. So I went ahead and already mapped it out so we can count it down together. So the first number on top is 29. So we have two longs that are 10 apiece. So we have 10, 20, and then we'll count off 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29. And then the same from the bottom. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we have it set up right now, 29 plus 18, just like we have it over here on the left side. So I'm going to go ahead and erase this, and the student would have written this down on his or her notes. So I'll go ahead and erase that. So now our first step, what we're going to do is we're going to combine the longs together. So these guys right here. Okay, so we're going to add this long from the bottom to these two on top. So we'll have our line down here. So in this case, adding 1 to the top 2 will give you 3. So I'm going to go ahead and draw the 3 longs down here. Which would represent 30. Now, you see, we've already added this, and you may think to yourself, okay, but what about all these units sitting around? The answer is simple. If I look at these units, and I can count off and see that there are more than 10. Now, if we look back, a long is worth 10. So I know that there is at least 10 squares that equal 1 unit. So what we're going to do is count off to 10 and make another long. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So this right here makes another long. I checked off every block and every step of the way. 10 units is going to make 1 more long. So we're going to write that down. Now, as you can see, there are blocks remaining. So all we're going to do is take the blocks that are remaining and drop them down. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And again, we're going to drop all these guys down here. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right? So we've combined everything together and added it all up. Let's check to see if our answer is right. So remember, the longs are worth 10. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40. And then the units are worth 1. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. So we have 29 plus 18 equals 47. Now, let's go back and we'll check our work here. So we go back, 9 plus 8 is 17. Carry that 1 up top. 2 plus 1 plus 1 is 4. Bingo. Now, on the left side again was the traditional method, and then on the right here was using base 10 models. I like to get away from the traditional method a lot because not every single student is going to understand the traditional method that we see math in every day. This base 10 model here on the right allows students to see it kind of in a different light, see it in a new perspective, and actually can get their hands on things and visualize these moving parts to get the same answer that we got from the traditional method. So that would be the advantage. The only disadvantage is the fact that you saw me do this, and it took me probably 5-6 seconds, and over here, it took me a little longer, maybe 30 or 45 seconds. But I would take that disadvantage because students all learn differently, so they may need that extra time to get the correct answer, and then students who work faster can use this. So there's advantages and disadvantages to it, but you can apply those advantages and disadvantages to the diversity of your classroom. All right, so that was the base 10 model on how to add 29 plus 18.